What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the second day of July, July 2nd, and here we are having a spectacular time moving up right now. Up 2% on the day, 107.9K is the price, 9 hours, 48 minutes left in the day as we speak. Things are getting juicy, guys. Things are looking really good. And I want to go over some stuff, I mean, clearly, I think it's clear. It's very obvious at this point, okay, that this was a bear trap, right? And 9 hours, 48 minutes left in the day. Anything can happen. We could definitely come down. But even if we do come down, I mean, that was it's a pretty solid bear trap. This price is tenacious, man. It's absolutely tenacious. Just look at how it moved, just nonstop for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours straight to the upside. And we took a quick little 4-hour reprieve, and now we're back to the upside. We're probably going to keep going. I want to make you guys aware of something that's they're not perfect. Okay, so before I butter the bread too much and I make you think that you're eating golden toast here, just understand they are not perfect. What I'm about to say, but these guys are pretty damn good. This indicator is pretty damn good. They are pretty damn good, and I don't expect them to be perfect always. And in fact, the more people that find out about them, the more likely it'll probably be less reliable or less accurate. But let's just get into it. So, welcome to X. I'm already on X, bro. I've been on X since like 2015. So, meta signals. You guys know meta signals? You don't know meta signals? You should follow meta signals, man, because they might not time the absolute bottom or the absolute top every single time, but damn, they're good whenever they make a call. They're pretty damn good with directional headings. They do all kinds of stuff. Here, I'll go over this. Like, that's a ticket for Bitcoin. That's a potential short for Solana. Eric Crown. If you don't know who Eric Crown is, man, you gotta, if you want to be a trader, you consider yourself a trader, you gotta follow that guy, man. Who else is it? The Crypto Zombie? No, I don't know. I think Crown and then Crown's team are the ones that developed this, right? They use the Jewel, which is Crown's like own tool that he and one of his teammates made. I say teammate, but like guys that work with him. Anyways, so this was created like 10 hours ago, right? This post was created 10 hours ago. I've seen this probably like 10 different times, and every single time it's been perfect. Like, the only reason I'm talking about this now is because of how freaking lethal it's been. This might be the only thing on Twitter, on X.com, that actually is reliable. And again, it's not always going to be reliable. It's not perfect, right? It's definitely not perfect. Crown uses the Jewel. This Meta Signals thing uses the tool. Or the Jewel, sorry, and they get things wrong from time to time. I haven't seen these guys get anything wrong, actually, but I'm sure it'll happen. Don't rely on it heavily, but just hear me out, okay? 10 hours ago. Where was the price 10 hours ago? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So was it the bottom? No. But what are the targets here? What does it say? It says target 1, 107.3K. Well, check. We got that. 108.8K is the second target. And look, they even give you a percentage of the chance win rate percentage, right? 70%, 46%, 32%, right? And not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you're trading, and 10 hours ago was like here, whatever, it's like 106.3K. Actually, it tells you what time what the price was at the time. 106.1K. 106.1K to 107.3K doesn't seem that significant, but if you're using leverage and you're trading, it can be good. Or even if you're spot trading, that's not bad, just for like a quote-unquote safe play. This thing is pretty reliable. I don't know what makes it tick. I know that you can pay for it. You can pay for like the group and stuff like that, and you can get like insider or not insider, but like first glances at this stuff before it gets posted on here. But they post every now and then, right? That was 10 hours ago. They got a post here from December 10th. Here's a post from June 30th, right? So it's not like they post every single day. Maybe they do post every single day. Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're reposting things but that doesn't mean that they didn't post it, right? Like, this is reposted from December, but they posted that clearly after June 27th or on June 27th. I just haven't seen it too often where their target ones don't get hit, man. And they even give you the win percentage rate, which is kind of nice, like what to expect. If you want to be safe, you take a 70% win rate. If you want to be risky, go for that TP number 3, take profit number 3. But You know, why be risky? Like I don't know. Here I am advertising somebody else's stuff, but I just think it's really good. Anyways, let's get into Bitcoin here. BTC USD 107.8k meta signals. You guys follow them on X.com. They're, I don't want to use the word reliable, but damn it, they're good. They're very good. High here to a low here. We are at $107.8 thousand right now. I think we'll continue to move higher. I don't think that it stops here. I mean, maybe we do stop here. 1 hour time frame. If we got 43 minutes left in this 1 hour time frame, it's very possible that we could stop here, I suppose. You know, we could find resistance and then move down. But I would think, just looking at this RSI, man, it's so freaking ridiculously bullish. You bounce right here. I would think that you get into the overbought zone before you top off again. And then with that, you know, in bullish times, you actually do, and here we are looking in the face of death as I'm talking about it, but in bullish times, you typically don't stop at the 786, you'll stop at the 886, right? You stop at the 786 when you rip through the golden ratio in one attempt, and then you stop there. But that's not what we did. We ripped through it in one attempt, and then we found support on it. You know what I mean? Finding support, that's a bullish, these are very bullish environments that we're in, you guys. And I just don't think that the price action stops here. Maybe it does. Maybe the buck stops here. And if it does, we could absolutely go lower. I want to show you guys the liquidation heat map here in just a second. Okay, we're going to go over that in just a moment. Hold on. Let me just look at something real quick. All right, cool. So let's see. Liquidation heat map on CoinGlass. If you go to CoinGlass, liquidation heat map, if you have a hard time finding it, you can always just click it, search, you know, but let's see. Let me just see what it looks like. CoinGlass. CoinGlass looks like this whenever you open it up, right? And then I just type in liquidation, or I go to liquidation, and then I go to liquidation heat map. You can do heat map model 1, 2, 3, whatever. Model 1, I think this one has the most volume, but model 2 might be more reliable. If we're looking at the liquidation heat map here, you can see where there are areas that people are going to get liquidated, right? Like here, that's $79 million of liquidations up there. This is on Binance, so it's not everything. It's not like that's the amount that it's going to get liquidated across the space. That's just Binance, but Binance is the biggest exchange. It makes sense that you base it off of that, right? And you can choose. You can choose whichever ones you want. You know, Bybit's got a lot of perps as well. You know, there's a lot of traders on Bybit. You know, you can see where, or any of these exchanges that have potentially more or less volume depending on what you're looking at, but Binance definitely has the most. We can see here that all the way up here to about $108.8 thousand. There's a serious reading there, right? About $79-80 million on Binance. Down here at about 106.6 million, or 106.6 thousand. We're going to get to 106.6 million one day. 106.6 thousand. There's basically the same level, same reading on the heat map here. So we're likely going to, in my opinion, I would think we would go up to this 886 and then come all the way back down, probably to this 0.5382 area. We're going to do something like that. And that is pretty common. It is pretty common to see that kind of wicked volatility whenever you're dealing with such ferocious moves. Now, this liquidation heat map, it's there because of open positions. So this doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to go all the way up here. If we go up enough, maybe some of those shorts will clear. They'll take their losses, you know, ahead of time. Most people don't. They just kind of let themselves get liquidated. So, you know, we'll probably go around this area. There's a pretty deep bar. Even without the yellow, you can see there's a pretty deep bar here. Here, it's yellow. We've got a pretty deep bar here, too. So, same kind of idea. Doesn't mean we have to go all the way down to 106.5K, but something around there. And if we're looking at this, we go left. It's pretty close to these prior areas of resistance here. Pretty close to where this would be right here in the charts for Bitcoin. It's also like right there at the 382. So I just think, you know, maybe we don't have to get down there and liquidate people. Maybe they'll liquidate themselves. They'll close their positions, take those L's, and then we can start moving back up again. But I would expect, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, sitting here at about 107.8K now, I would expect that we do return down to prices that are below 107K at some point, right? At some point. So, you know, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I've been trading this a little bit recently and having some success, you know, for being honest, which is nice. You know, I wouldn't, if I was trading this and I wasn't long, like from down here in a position of strength, you know, where I could like take profits at a lower level if it happens to go against my directional heading, right? If I was looking to take a long, I'd probably just wait, let it do its thing, and then let it come back down, and then do that. But not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't normally advocate for leverage trading, but this, I feel like with meta signals and then, you know, going over all that stuff, I feel like we kind of are talking about it, so let's talk about it. But really, if you're watching this, and I've never really been one on this channel, even whenever I do leverage trade or even when I do options, I don't really advocate for it. I don't think anybody should. If you're not sure what leverage trading is and it's your first time hearing about it and you're like, oh wow, that sounds cool, stay the hell away from it, man. Please just stay away from it. If you want to try it out, limit yourself to like $100. All right, like just don't do. See how it goes. If you can do well with it, then you don't need more, right? If you take 100, you turn it into 1,000, good. Now you got $1,000 to play with. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's not. And if you don't do well, you lose it. Well, there you go. You proved my point that you should just probably stay away from it, right? I don't think that you should stay away from it if it's something you're curious and you want to learn about. If you want to learn about it, you know, go for it. But I mean, I don't promote exchanges on here for that reason, man. I think that the space is rampant with leverage trading promotion, and let's just be real. Most people who leverage trade, they have no business doing that, man. It's not that you have no business trading, you have no business in the markets, but if you're just starting out, especially if you're just starting out, or if you have bad risk management, or if you don't have the time to be able to be at your desk all damn day, right? You probably shouldn't do it. You probably shouldn't do it, right? You can practice if you want with small amounts of money, but you probably shouldn't do it. It's a very very wicked thing. It might yeah. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. Let's just get back, but I'll probably not talk about leverage trading too much. People ask why I don't like have a signals group or anything like that, and it's because, dude, I don't want to be responsible for anybody's money, whether they're making it or losing it. I don't want to be responsible, because leverage trading is a dangerous game, man. Not for the faint of heart. But anyways, on that note, I think we're gonna go higher, guys. 1 hour time frame looks good. Looks like it wants to rip higher. I mean, typically we do get multiple iterations in the overbought zone before we go down. You know, here we only have one, so I would think, doesn't mean we have to get multiple, but typically, right? Typically, I mean, here we had one and we went down, right? But here, multiple. Here, multiple. Here, multiple. Here, multiple. You know, like we don't really get, I guess here one and then down. But again, it's like 1 out of every 5 is like that, so it's really not that common. And then this, again, just super bullish environment. Super bullish environment. If we're gonna have a super bullish environment, I mean, don't get me wrong, moving up this way and stopping here, this is still a very bullish testament to the price, but I think that we'd go to the 886 or even above there, right? 108,000.3, very, very near where this hot spot is in the liquidation zone, in the heat map. I just wanted to use a different word than heat, but it is the heat map. So, because I said hot spot, heat, so like, anyways, that's just kind of how my brain works. I like to try to be original if I can help it, and not be redundant. But sometimes those words seem redundant whenever it's just necessary to talk like that. But anyways, here I am giving a redundant explanation. High to low on the 4 hour. Inevitably, I do believe we will see new all-time highs. We are going to push higher to 110, 111K, and then eventually to new all-time highs. Yes, that's coming, but probably after we resolve ourselves here, whether this is the high or that's the high, and then we come down to about 106.9, 106.5K, somewhere in that area, find support, and then we move up. That'd be my expectation. And we probably don't move up just that swiftly, right? We probably move up here, find resistance, come down, find support, move up, right? We probably do a little wig-wagging on our way up, but the 4 hour RSI just looks so dominant, you guys. So very dominant. Overbought, continuously above the 50. You got below it, and this is exactly what we were talking about last night, right? We were going to see if we could get this kind of reaction. That reaction is exactly what we're getting. I would think that it doesn't stop here, man. I would think that it goes higher, but you can find resistance at the 60. You know, typically Bitcoin does find resistance here in this area, here just above it, right? Just above it there, right there, and just above it, right there, just above it. Find support on it even, just above it here, right at it. You know, we could find resistance here, right? And this is again why I think that, you know, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you're looking to go long, I would wait. I would just wait. I'd wait. You know, even if you have to wait and watch it go up without you, just wait, because it's probably going to come back down to prices that are even below this. And I definitely would not be shorting this thing, guys. I would definitely, not financial advice, not, how'd that go? You know, I would definitely not, no. But anyways, I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys. Thank you all for being here. We're going to be at new all-time highs very, very soon. Things are just heating up, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.